you write history, the purpose for which you are writing the history is very important. Based on the purpose only, you will give importance to some incidents, you will not give importance to some incidents. The history is the history of the historian who is writing. When you write the history, the purpose for which you write decides how the history is going to be written. No history is a factual history. How many of you cognize? No history is a factual history. So, every history is the history of the historian himself. How many of you cognize this? So catch it. Don't believe any history. Don't believe any history. If at all you ask me which history is closest to the truth, it is Puranas. Because the authors of the Puranas don't have any vested interest other than enlightening you. Do not believe the Western historians. Do not believe Max Muller. Do not believe the fellows who wrote the Indian history. Do not believe the fellows who wrote the Indian history. Because it is his purpose made him to write the history, and vested interests, they decide which incident should be given importance, which should not be given importance. Why? You Indians read so much about Holocaust in the history. You don't read the Kashmiri Pandits, millions of them being massacred in your history. Why? You read so many Jews being killed and all the audacity of the Hitler and other atrocities committed by everybody in the world history and in your history book. But why you don't read all the millions of Hindus killed during the Bangladesh war in your history? Why you don't read 40-mile long refugees came running into India when the Pakistan separation was done? Why you don't read all this in your history? I have millions of questions. Why there is no Hindu Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. displaying all the tortures, sufferings we went through just because we are Hindus, just because of our faith? Being the most soft, non-violent faith and spiritual tradition, the amount of persecution we went through, why it is neither recorded nor displayed anywhere? I personally visited the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. When I came out, I was in tears. I am not the guy who will cry. In my whole life, I would have had tears in my eyes. Maybe I can count in my fingers. One hand is enough. Not more than 5 times. Of course, I would have had tears of bliss and joy and devotion in my eyes millions of times. That is different. But the tears of sadness, not even 5 times put together my whole life. In these 35 years, I have not had the tears of sadness even 5 times. This was one time when I saw the Holocaust Museum. They were so visibly presenting it, so strongly they are able to present it. the sufferings and tortures they went through. Why? Why? The sufferings of the Kashmiri Pandits? Why the sufferings of the Bangladeshi Hindus? Why the sufferings of the Pakistan Hindus? Why the sufferings of the Ceylon Hindus is not displayed, told, made as part of the history. Historians write the history. History is not factual record. It is the vested interest of the individual decides the flow of the history. I tell you, bring integrity to your inner space, you will understand the lies with which you are being cheated. You will understand the scientific superstitions, historic lies, lies made as history, superstitions made as science, millions of lies on which you built your personality, thousands of lies that are taught in your school, in your universities, in your colleges, lies. 99% of your education is lies. The remaining 1% is outdated truth, outdated facts which are not directly useful to your life. Let there be spiritual evolution. Let every individual read the history with this spiritual clarity. In our Vidyalayas, listen, in all our schools, we should give statutory warning, just like how in the cigarette packet, the statutory warning is a legal requirement. Smoking may be injurious to your health. In all our schools, in all our history books, which our kids read, there should be a printing on the first page. All these are not true. Selected by few people who have vested interests. The same way in all the science books, there should be a print, and our teachers should teach the kids, telling these are all superstitions which are accepted for a long time and became science. These are all the informations which are made as a history by the vested interests which are trying to manipulate you. Much of your history, what much? 99%, as I said, 99% of your history, science, maths, everything is a lie. Remaining 1% is outdated fact. Listen. This is an important truth you need to know. Before the invention of zero, whatever maths was being practiced, it was completely proved as wrong by the invention of zero. How many of you cognize what I am saying? Same way I tell you, till we have not invented infinity in a cognizable way, once our brain evolves to cognize infinity, overnight all the mathematics we practice will be proved as lie. If you are able to catch it, catch it. That day zero was invented, the whole mathematics which was being practiced pre-zero is proved as false. all the theorems, theories, everything is just theatrics. Not true. Theorems are proved as dramas, theories are proved as theatrics. Same way, very soon, the brains which practice integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching, my Gurukul kids, are very soon going to cognize infinity and going to make infinity as a utility just like zero. The day my Gurukul kids will do that, listen, my Gurukul kids are going to do this because their brain is getting beautifully awakened with integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching. My Gurukul kids will become genius. They will cognize the power of infinity and make infinity as one of the important component of everyday mathematics, just like zero. When infinity becomes part of everyday mathematics just like zero, my Gurukul kids will prove to the world all the theories, theorems now we are practicing. The whole mathematics is wrong, outdated. You need certain brain to cognize zero. Our rishis had. That is why they were able to cognize zero. Same way, you need certain brain to cognize infinity. Fortunately, I am creating those brains. They will cognize it and make you cognize it. They will cognize it and make the world cognizing it. They will cognize it and make the world cognize it. For outdating the history, my Gurukul kids are not required. I am enough. Outdating the science and the whole mathematics is going to be done by my Gurukul kids. Because they are going to cognize the infinity in practical application. They are going to cognize the methods of applying infinity just like zero in our everyday life. Then all the theorems, all the theories on which you built so many things will simply be proved as false. I tell you, to cognize infinity as a usable part of your life, just like zero, your brain need to conquer time and space. Your brain need to cognize itself independent of the influence of the time and space. Ramanujam, the genius Ramanujan, who is the great devotee of Lakshmi, he cognized infinity. Unfortunately, he was all alone. That is why still they are not able to cognize what he cognized. But with my Gurukul kids, I am building huge number of brains, set of brains to cognize infinity. Listen, establish yourself on integrity, you will see your being suddenly cognizes new life. new reality. The Maya will be outdated. Suddenly, on all the pillars based on which the Maya is installed is outdated. The brain, which is established in integrity and authenticity, can read any book and understand the truths from that book and untruths from that book. It can just how a Paramahamsa can separate water from the milk. Same way, the brain established in integrity can separate truth from untruth. The brain established in integrity and authenticity is Paramahamsa. Establish yourself in integrity and authenticity. With that fresh eyes, look at everything of your life. Your business plans, the profession you are in, your relationships, your decision about your future, your decision about your age. Listen, you decide how long you want to live in planet Earth. You decide what way you want your reality to be.
जीवन मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवास्वादं